Hey, Dan.
How are you? How's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in the middle of playing festivals all over Europe at the moment, which is a lot of fun. And yeah, I just put out an album, and already working on new stuff. And yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Well, of course, I'm going to zoom right in on already working on new stuff. I'm assuming you guys do the album, then there's a mixtape that comes along. So, are you already thinking in those terms, or are you thinking in terms of an album?
Um, I am thinking always about an album.
Okay.
But also just wanting to enjoy, potential like collaborative opportunities and mixtape stuff. I think at the moment I'm in that kind of point where I have in my head what the next album is and what it's going to be called. But for now, I'm just wanting to make, just enjoy writing and get back to working on the songs I was doing before we were finishing Doom Days. And yeah, I guess just enjoy being in the studio. I kind of want to, having made 3 records with the same process and, written them all and co-produced them, I think we just want to relax a little bit and just, try some different stuff and see what comes out. But yeah, I mean, I'm at my happiest when I'm making music.
Nice. Now I know film is also a big thing for you, and you guys have really created this sort of sonic landscape with this album, Doom Days. And I know like it would be awesome if you guys could put together like a film. So this could be like a full-fledged sort of soundtrack. And I've been watching the videos to kind of see how they piece together, if they do piece together. Would you guys consider doing like a video for each track on this album to kind of paint the picture?
We've done a bunch. There's another video that we haven't released yet for Bad Decisions,
Okay.
which is kind of totally bonkers. I mean, I guess the idea for the videos with this album was to try things we hadn't done before. So, with Joy, it was this, this found footage of people doing stuff in public that they maybe shouldn't be.
Yeah, that was great.
And I think we wanted to challenge ourselves to try different things. I don't know if they'd work stitched together, but I would love to do a Lemonade one day and make a visual album. I think that would be brilliant. And there's a project outside of Bastille that I've been working on for a few years that, that's kind of the plan with that, is to really lean into the cinematic side of stuff. But who knows? Maybe the next album.
Well, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. I had read somewhere that you had mentioned that there was actually a whole nother side project. Is it all of you guys have been working on collectively, or just something that you're doing yourself?
It's just me, and it's with a friend of mine in another band. So it's kind of like a proper side project. But it's going to be this quite collaborative, sort of multi-dimensional weird thing. We're in the midst of it at the moment, and it's one of the funnest things I've been involved in. But I don't know when it's going to come out. It's taken years. Like, we used to be flatmates in college, and we both been kind of busy with our respective bands, and just doing these songs and all the different elements of the project kind of in between. So, but yeah,
Is this the guy from To Kill a King?
Maybe.
Okay. You didn't give me a yes or no.
Yeah,
So I'll take it.
I'll tell you about it when I see you.
Okay, I respect that. I appreciate that. Okay. Just going back to the album Doom Days, like I said, if this were to be a film, who would you cast as the lead for something like this? Just curious.
Really good question. Who would you cast?
Oh. Well, frankly, honestly, I would go with you because I think you already see it in your head.
Yeah, but you've not seen me try to act before, so yeah.
I have in some of your videos, and I think with proper direction, that's the question: is who's directing it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Who would be directing it? There was a film called Good Time. Have you seen it? From like a year or so ago, and that was one of the things we were thinking about when I was making the album. It's set over quite a short period of time, and it's kind of like slightly hedonistic but thriller. It's beautifully shot. And that was a film we were referencing when we made the Quarter Past Midnight video. But we also wanted that video. I think that video kind of sums up the album in a way. It's this slightly trippy night out that it cuts from one place to another. It's almost like if David Lynch was quite a lot younger and was going on a big night out during the apocalypse. It's almost like that was what would have come out of it. But it's hard. It's hard to pick, isn't it? Who would be in it and who'd be directing it?
Yeah. See, and now I didn't see that film, so now that's on my list.
We've just had a lot of fun with this record, I think, because it's loosely a concept album, and it has lots of different sounds on it, and we're trying lots of different things. And we did a kind of online space that is like a slightly trippy, weird route through this house party via the different songs. And when we launched the album, we did this sounds completely crazy, but we did like essentially a sort of immersive play thing where people would go in and everyone got a set of headphones and they would have to pick between three characters who popped up in this room and told you a bit of their story, and you had to choose who to follow by picking which channel on your headphones to go with. And so there were like 500 people in this room, and these three characters all living out this story of the night set during the album, and you had to sort of choose who to go with and which character to go with. And then after that, people went through to another room, and we played the album live from start to finish with with a bunch of musicians and a gospel choir.
I had actually read about that. Is there the possibility, and this will be my last question because I know I got to let you go and talk with some other people. Is there the possibility that you would do something like that in the States, even if it was like a New York, LA only kind of thing?
Totally. We sort of put so much work into this thing, and it was really fun. Like, I'd love to take it on tour with us. We'd love to bring it to the States.
I would love to see that too.
It was one of the funnest things we've ever been part of. It was very collaborative. So we worked with this writer on it, and obviously there are these actors and all this sound design. It was this 3D sound that's kind of in these headphones. And it was like when we were watching the rehearsal with the headphones on, I just suddenly felt so excited, and I was like, I'm so proud to be part of this. It's completely mad, and on paper it sounds ridiculous. And trying to describe it to people, there's no way that we don't sound completely batshit crazy. But I just think it was, for us, sort of such a kind of interesting thing to be involved in. And yeah, we'd love to bring it to the States. We've been having lots of conversations about how to take it on tour. How to sort of show it off, basically.
Right. A full immersive experience. I mean, obviously, I would travel to see that, but we are definitely looking forward to seeing you guys. You are going to be here, Coca-Cola Roxy, in a couple of months, and we're definitely looking forward to that. And like I said, if you take that choose your own adventure, if you will, for Doom Days out here in the States, we can't wait to see it. We can't wait to see you guys, and I really appreciate you taking the time, Dan.
Oh, of course. I'm really excited to be back, and as well, like, with the tour and the visuals that we've made for the tour, we also wanted it to feel like a little window into that world as well. Like the whole visual narrative of the gig is like in these three different chapters, and it kind of tells the story of the night during the apocalypse. And hopefully it'll be fun. Like, we're so excited to be back on tour in the States and to get to play these new tunes and bring that whole world of Doom Days to the States.
Yeah, we totally look forward to it. And as always, it's a pleasure talking with you. I wish we had more time, but like I said, I know I got to let you do your thing, and we will definitely talk when you get here in Atlanta.
Amazing. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Sure. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye. Bye-bye. Cheers. Bye.